up? This is Rudy G. How you guys doing today? Anyways, let's get into this right away. As you can see, I'm sharing my screen with you guys. Today, we're going to talk about jobs in TJ, how to get paid, how to make money. And I'll give you a rundown more or less. When it comes down to working in Mexico, sucks. I ain't even going to front on that stuff. It sucks for reals. I mean, minimum wage here is like a couple dollars an hour. A lot of jobs don't pay a lot of money. It's hard. It's hard for the locals. Even I have a story. I have a friend of mine who went to school, went to college, got her master's in business, and she has all this education. She's very smart, and she's working at a Calimax, which is a grocery store out here, a big chain of grocery stores, and she runs the whole store. She's in charge of all the money, all the employees, all the merchandise, the items, the advertising. I mean, the whole entire store. She works, I would say, like 6 days a week, 10 hours a day, and she's a top dog out here, and she's only making like $200 a week, guys. So that'll put a perspective on there for you guys. I mean, doctors don't make that much money out here. Dentists, they just don't make a lot of money. I mean, it's cheap out here to live, but it doesn't weigh out. It doesn't weigh out. So we're lucky that we come out here and we speak English. We can get the best jobs. Now, the best jobs out here, people that are making the most money out here are basically either business owners that own a business that's doing real well, some kind of restaurant or something like that, but for the most part, we're the top dogs in Mexico. If you speak English and you go into the marketing business, into the call center business, you're going to make a lot of money. So now let me tell you, some of these call centers, they pay anywhere from $150 a day, a week, all the way up to a few $1,000s. How does it work? So most call centers, if you're beginning to start, they're going to start you off at around $150 a week plus commissions. So it could be commission for sales, for appointment, for whatever it is. So at the end of the week, you're going to most likely make anywhere from $200 to $500 a week. Now that's good money out here. If you're making $300 a week in Mexico, you're good. So let's round it off, guys. That would be $300, $600, $1,200 a month. That's a good salary out here. Okay, let's break it down. So for myself, I got a one-bedroom apartment. I'm paying $200. Okay, a month. My water bill is like $10, so that's $210. My power bill is like $25 every 2 months, so it's like another $15. Okay, so that's $225. I probably spend about, if that, $10. I would say I spent about $15 of gas, natural gas. So that's another 15. So that's 225, 35 to 40, $240. Okay. And my cell phone bill is it's like $20. Let's just say $20. It's 10, but 20. That's 260. So that $260, that's all my bills for the month. Okay. Let's see what else. Now, food. I spend about $50 at the store per week. And that's, that's about average. So I'm looking at around $200. $200 a week for food. So now we're at $460 for the month. I guess I was spending gas money in my car. A week, I spend about $15. So that's $60 for the month of gasoline in my car. So we're at $460, $520. So around $520, and let's just say I spent another $100 or another $80 eating out. Going out and eating here, $20 here and there. I eat out once a week or whatever. So $600. So for $600, I have most everything covered, but I'm making $1,200. So I have $600 left over that I can actually put away. Now, come on, guys. You know damn well that in America, there ain't no way that you're gonna put away half of your paycheck every week or every month. There's no way. You're not gonna do it. You know, people live paycheck to paycheck. They're always behind. They're always trying to catch up. They have credit card debt. Out here, we don't have none of that crap. Well, at least I don't have no credit card debt. I was always in debt in the States. Always in debt in the States. You know, car payments, whatever. So, anyways, so $300 a week in Mexico is really good money. You can enjoy the sun, the beach, the good food. They got cheap food out here, cheap tacos. It's a good life. It's a very good life. Of course, if you become a supervisor, a team lead, if you hustle extra, if you have one of these jobs that are sales jobs where you'll be making like, you know, $400 or $500 a week. I mean, you're balling. You're balling. You know, my last job I had, I was making about $600 to $800 a week. So you can see that I was living good. I was eating lobster, steak every weekend and stuff like that. I put money away. I bought me a car. So it's very simple. So let's get into this. If you look at see right here, guys, on my screen, you go on Facebook, and all I did is put call center. That's all I put on there. And if you look at right here, you have a job right here. Okay. Why is it doing that? Okay, there you go. Looking for a supervisor. Okay. That's what the job says. It says your job is constant having up to 21 remote agents underneath you, your belt. You will be responsible for, you know, all that. You got to speak English, you know, 85%. That's not too bad. Customer service and retention experience, flexible hours. This job here, I've already seen this job before. This job's paying like, you know, $500 a week. It's a good job. Let me see. Maybe we'll go into some groups here. And that's the best thing when you go on YouTube. Just, you know, find yourself some groups that are about, you know, call center and stuff like that. I think about 3,800 a week. You know, that's about 15, like $1,900 right there, plus commissions. That's another one right there. Let me see, what else do we have? Okay, it's a little bit slow. But yeah, I mean, on YouTube, you're gonna find a lot of different jobs. Like I said, the average job is gonna give you about $1,550 per week, plus commission. That's the norm. And like you have collection jobs, you know, collecting debt. They'll give you a percentage of whatever you collect. So sometimes, you know, you'll be able to collect, you know, let's say 50 grand will get you like $500. So you do 50 grand of collections every single week. That's $500. Bonuses plus your daily pay. So, you know, it's like everything. There's a lot of call centers out here that make a lot of money, that'll help you out. You just have to like look for them. Let me see here. I don't know why I can't get all my groups and stuff like that. Let me see here. It's crazy, you know. Sometimes when I'm not even looking for a job, they pop up a bunch of jobs on my timeline right here. And now that I'm looking for one, you know, I can't find it. It's funny. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing with this Facebook. You know, I'm used to the Facebook on my computer. I mean, on my cell phone. On the computer's a little bit different. You know, the buttons are different. Anyway, so yeah, guys, you could pretty much make a pretty good living now. You can do a lot of work from home, call centers. You know, I have a call center, and, you know, I do construction. So basically, you're going to call people in Texas and just offer them construction, try to set up an appointment for them so that we can give them a free estimate. And on that one, I pay $4 an hour, and then I pay another $4, $5 for each appointment you set up. So I got guys that are making $300-400 a week from home. So with that being said, you can work from anywhere. You know, you can work from anywhere. and make a living. You know, you can live by the beach and get that bread, get them dollars. That's the whole point, is for you to get dollars. You get dollars, you're gonna and you're gonna spend pesos is good, because you know you make 100 pesos. That's 100 pesos. That's 2,000. And $100. That's 2,000 pesos. So 2,000 pesos gets you a long ways. Now here we are. I found a bunch of spots here. Call center jobs in TJ, call center bolsa de trabajo, deportados call jobs, call center services. So here you go, guys. These are all the groups. There's a bunch of groups on here. You know, Baja Call Center. Now, Baja Call Center is a really good spot to work at. They have a lot of campaigns. They've been around for a lot of years. That's a place to work at. So look them up. Look them up for Baja Call Center. Here in Rosarito, they have Apex Call Center as well. They have about 30 people working for them. But these groups here, if you open up one of these groups, you'll be able to see how many how many jobs people offer on here. Okay, so here we go, guys. Prestige. Success comes to those that wake up hungry every day. Here's a job right here offered. Prestige. Here we go. Here's another one. Melissa Alvarado. She's saying, good morning, still hiring. Get your interview today. Message me in for information. Bam. Another one right here. This is a customer service agents needed. Start on Monday. 3,600 weekly. Dude, that's pretty good money right there. That's pretty close to 200 bucks a week. And that's just customer service. 3,800 weekly. Benefits paid. So this one has all law-abiding benefits. So you get finiquito. You have insurance for your medical and all that stuff. So that's pretty good right there. So what else do we got? Tired of waking up early. Now hiring for customer service, 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. 3,000 pesos, which is 150 bucks plus bonuses. It's a good job right there. Here's another one. Work from home, transfers, immediate hire, 3,000 pesos, guys. There you go. There's a phone number right there. 664-111-5893. Work from home, guys. What do we have? Televista. Televista's been around for a long time. They're one of the first ones out here. They're pretty big. They'll have a lot of jobs for you, and they'll accept you. Like I say, you just need the basics. You can go to their video and check out their spot. They have a lot of different offices in Tijuana. Let me see. Outbound sales representatives in Zona Urbana Rio Tijuana, Baja California. Careers at TJ main address. There you go. Any work from home, on-site customer service position that pays $4,000. That's somebody that's actually, asking for a job. And if you can see on here, there's comments already on here. So if you're looking for a certain specific type of job, a certain kind of marketing, something that you're interested in, you can definitely advertise on here. There's another one, customer service, 3,000, commission in dollars. The commission's in dollars, guys. So, and we could just go on and go on and on and on and on. There's a lot of jobs here. Work from home, 4,000 weekly. Work from home, 200 bucks a week from the house. You don't gotta go nowhere. There you go, guys. Is there a phone number here? There they go. Take a Snapchat of the WhatsApp, job hotline, and the internet right there. Boom. So as you can see, tell you a little bit story about Tijuana. The call center industry here it's real big. You guys don't understand that, we're taking out India. We took them out. Right now we're taking out the Philippines because we have Americans that live in Mexico that been deported, that have perfect English and they can do the jobs. And so there's so many of us out here now that a lot of companies came out here to do their marketing. A lot of marketing. Even the California DMV, all the paperwork gets processed in Mexico. If you guys didn't even know about that. All the insurance companies like Freeway Insurance and the General Insurance and stuff like that, they're out here. So this is just growing and growing. I mean, they're making brand new buildings each and every single month out here in TJ. It's just getting really, really big, real popular, real safe. But there's a future in this, guys. We have a future. we have jobs for the next 20 years because companies keep coming out. When I started working in call centers out here, and I'm talking about like 6, 7 years ago, they were only paying like 2,000 pesos, 75 bucks when you first came in. And they've been going up and up and up and up. Now the minimum is like around 1,500, 150 bucks a week. That's the minimum, you know? So that's great. And there's a future of jobs. Tijuana is a future for marketing. Tijuana gives out the best marketing for all companies at the cheapest price. Best believe that. And the world knows about this. So what happens is all these companies are coming out to TJ, and it's going to keep growing. Because think about it, guys. Where else in the world are you going to get Americans to work for cheap? Where else? In America, it's expensive as hell. There's minimum wages, 15, 16 bucks. And a lot of people do their marketing in America. They're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in doing it. They come out to TJ, and that shit goes down less than 50%. They're only spending, instead of them spending 100 grand a month in marketing, they're only spending 30 grand or something like that. So as you can see, guys, basically it's a future here for marketing. There's nowhere in the world that speaks good English that they don't have an accent like in the Philippines and other places, India and stuff like that. So more and more Americans are coming here. A lot of more people are getting deported. People are staying here. It's growing as heck. Believe me, I've opened up about 13 different call centers in TJ. They're still running right now. They're still happening. And every single month, there's like 5, 6, or 7 call centers opening them up every single month. Even through the pandemic, guys, the pandemic didn't even hurt the call centers out here because everybody went and worked from home. It just created more jobs from home. And it's been going on since the pandemic started. People have been making money. I haven't been out of a job. So that's my tip for you guys. Facebook, check it out. There's a lot of jobs. Get happy. You guys can come out here, like I said, and live a good life. You'll have a future. There's plenty of work for you guys, okay? Anyways, that's it for me today. Next time, we're going to talk a little bit more about, my next chapter is going to be about talking about the police out here, how the cops treat people and stuff like that. Give you guys a rundown so you guys can be aware of that, okay? Well, thank you guys very much. I hope you liked this video. I hope this video was helpful to you guys. I did a video, my last video, I was kind of angry. I was pissed off. I apologize if I offended anybody, but I just spoke on my mind, how I felt about a certain situation. And, I'm human like everybody else. I'm a G, I'm going to stay a G till the day I die. Anyways, with that being said, thank you guys for subscribing. Please subscribe. Please help me out, because this will help people out who are coming home from prison and stuff like that, and they don't know what to do. And if you guys subscribe and if you share it, it'll get to people that really need this information. All right, guys? So thank you very much. And peace. And you guys have a good day. Appreciate it.